What are things that anyone can do to level up their life, myself included?
First is when you are going through tough times or any day, I want you to lean into your why power versus your willpower. So willpower is eventually we have to do this, we have to do this, we're going to give up. But our why power is our why. It's why we get up every day. When I had my stroke, I've had three now. The last one was just a few years ago. I had to be driven by my why, which was to awaken greatness in others. Every day, what can I do? I would get on and I would at least be able to share some inspiration, but because by serving, it drove me to get on. Number two is going to be stay emotionally agile. So staying agile is so important because that helps you be able to not be so rigid and be able to pivot faster. So when information comes, I want you to feel your emotions, but not get so volatile or hold them. How do you take it and be able to pivot and process and do something with it? So when you stay emotionally agile, you become, Wayne Dyer said this, I didn't make this up, like the palm tree. It could bend in a storm. It doesn't break and it comes back up. I want you to be resilient like that mentally and emotionally. So be agile and pivot. And then the last one is about the power of perspective and reframing. Right now, when you are able to take a tough time and put it in perspective of where you are, it helps you. Just like I said, a bad day or a bad year does not mean a bad life. And then the power of reframing allows you to have hope again. And that's what we need. We need hope. You know, in sports, I coach in pro sports, and I had an athlete. He said after a game, I'm terrible. I'm just so bad at this game. And I said, really? Do you really think you're terrible? I'm like, you've made it to the pros. You're one of the 1%. I said, listen, did you have a bad game? Yes. Are you bad? No. He's like, yeah, well. And then as soon as he reframed it, he came back and he was able to turn back on his confidence because we believe what we say. So make sure that you're reframing with hope so that your mind has something to believe in.
I love it. Coach Dar, these are great tips that I think we all can and should incorporate into our lives. And Amy, thank you for coming and sharing your story. And it sounds like you have a little bit of insight now into the decisions you have to make. We wish you both the best of luck.
We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family?
100,000 people died.
On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I could change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.